Today I'll be reviewing the 2016 draft picks of the Buffalo Bills, and coincidentally, this video is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, okay, not really. They kind of refuse to, give me any kind of payment, so... Well, anyways, with the 19th pick of the draft, the Bills could have gone in several different directions, but it didn't come as much as a surprise when they selected Clemson's Shaq Lawson. Rex Ryan is probably more passionate about defense than any other head coach in the league, and I'm sure he views Lawson as the perfect pass rusher for the Bills. This pick will most likely give the defense a fresh start by converting into a 3-4 defense, which didn't really work out last season. Rex's son was also a teammate of Lawson's in Clemson, so I'm sure the Bills were able to get some extra insight on Shaq. No, not that Shaq. The Shaq that plays football. No, not that football. You know what, just forget it. Lawson has the potential to greatly improve Buffalo's defense, but their selection of Reggie Ragland in the second round may have even more upside. Ragland slipped out of the first round after it was revealed that he has an enlarged aorta, even though it probably won't affect him on the field. At Alabama, he was known as a destructive thumper, tackling basically anything that got through Alabama's burly defensive line. He was also the captain of the Crimson Tide defense, which proves his leadership on the turf and in the locker room. Trust me, both Rex and Rob Ryan are going to have a ton of fun with this guy. This draft class had an abundance of defensive tackles, and it was no surprise that the Bills snagged one of their own. Adolphus Washington, who was selected in the third round, fits the mold of a 3-4 defensive end. This is an area in need for Buffalo too, since the only other proven defensive linemen on the team are Kyle Williams, who will be 33 in January, and Marcel Darius, who will most likely play at the nose. If Washington stays healthy and keeps his head down, I think he'll crack the starting lineup sooner rather than later. And with a name like Adolphus, who am I to judge? The pick that definitely caused the most stir in Buffalo was their fourth-round selection of Ohio State quarterback Cardale Jones. Over the past several years, the QB situation in Buffalo has been nothing less than frustrating. Since Drew Bledsoe left the team in 2005, they've had 11 different starting quarterbacks. Tyrod Taylor has probably been their best option in that time frame, but it's still unclear if he can lead them to the playoffs. With only a handful of starts in college, Jones may be more smoke than fire, but it's without question that he can throw one heck of a deep ball. I mean, that's basically all he did when the Buckeyes won the championship. I expect him to take E.J. Manuel's spot as the number 2 quarterback, but until we see Taylor start to struggle, it's probably the best for Jones to hone his skills before taking the field. A pick that won't make headlines anytime soon is the Bills' 5th-round selection of Jonathan Williams. Before the 2015 season, Williams was regarded as one of the top backs in the nation until he hurt his foot in August and sat out the entire year. His backup, Alex Collins, had a stellar year in his place, and Williams nearly faded into obscurity. LaShawn McCoy and Carlos Williams are clearly the top 2 backs in the Bills' offense, but Jonathan should be given a chance to compete against Mike Gillislee for the number 3 spot. It's very difficult for running backs to recover from major foot injuries, so if he can't keep up with others during training camp, his NFL career could be over as soon as it started. Players in the later rounds are often drafted for their measurables and overall potential, so it's no surprise that GM Doug Whaley pulled the trigger on TCU wideout Colby Listenbee. An All-American track star, Listenbee turned heads with a 4.3 40 and a top-scoring broad jump in the combine. His speed and track background, though, can be easily comparable to Marquise Goodwin, who hasn't seen much of the field in his 3 seasons. Still, besides Sammy Watkins and Robert Woods, Buffalo's wide receiver group is full of journeymen and players who have underperformed in the last few years. If he can perfect his route running and work on catching the ball, he'll be more than just a return specialist. In conclusion, Rex Ryan clearly had his fingerprints all over this draft, picking up his pass rusher and his future defensive captain in the first 2 rounds. It would just be icing on the cake at this point if they can get production from their third-day picks, like Cardale Jones and Listenbee. The Bills definitely got better during draft week, and that's why I'm giving them an A.
I am the smartest man alive!
Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more, click on the team logos below. I promise you there will be more in the next coming days. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and if you click on the WTS logo below, you can listen to some of our We're Talking Sports podcasts hosted by me and my good friend Richie Donnell. All right, see you guys next time.